What is going on, my friends? I am here right now at here right now at the Daniel Boone State Park, and I believe this. Where are we right now? What state? We're still in Kentucky. Okay, and this is like it's just it's beauty at its finest. And the funny thing is that beauty at its finest doesn't cost anything. It's free. Go figure, right? So we got here. We were driving up the hill, and like we didn't plan to come here. It kind of was just like we weren't sure where to go, and we were actually kind of feeling like this intense energy between us. And I was like, I think that we just need to go to, find some nature. And so, nature always cures things. So, by the way, if you're ever in a relationship issue, just take it to the earth. Take it to the woods. Go outside. Like earth is healing. Earth heals everything. So if you're suffering from something right now, get outside and just breathe in the sun, breathe in the earth, and you'll be healed. I'm not even lying. So that's the real deal. But so we were driving up here, and I was just feeling like, I guess like the best way I can describe it is my heart just opening. There's times in our life when we feel like our heart opening and closing, and obviously the goal is to keep it open, but it's not always that easy when we have particular situations that occur in our lives. That's normal, but it's like, I think the goal of evolution for human consciousness is to really just open that heart up to the point where it cannot close, where it's like it's just permanently open. And what I've discovered is that the way to do that is to go in the flow, to go with the flow of your life, because God, source, whatever you believe the sun makes the sun shine, is like a river. It's like a huge body of water that's just so powerful, and regardless of what is in that river, whether it be a couple rocks, some branches, some trees, there's going to be obstacles along the way, and that's what your life encompasses. But regardless of what is in the river, that river's still going to flow, and nothing's really going to stop it from flowing, because there's just so much power and force behind it. And so, there's times in our lives when we really come to a crossroads where we really need to just choose between going against the flow or going with the flow. And I'll say this, it's not always easy to initially go with the flow, because sometimes it's a bit difficult to untie ourselves from the rocks or the branches that we've kind of stuck ourselves to, or have been living in for a long time. But once you do, you flow. And I'll tell you this, it's a lot easier to untie yourself from the branches, untie yourself from those rocks that have been holding you stagnant in that river, than it is to go back up the opposite direction of that river. Because if you want to go up the opposite direction, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. There's too much power. There's too much force behind, your purpose. So you're always going to be pushed in the direction of who you really are, your unique, authentic self. And it really doesn't matter what you do. You're always going to be pushed in that direction. So, I've cut a lot of cords in my life up to this point. I've really let go of so many different things, just to give you a perspective, I've been going to graduate school for it feels like all my life. I was going to become a doctor, like a quote unquote legitimate person in society, and I chose to let that go. I chose to let it go because it wasn't me. It wasn't who I was. It was limiting me, It was limiting me, and there's a lot of fear there. There's a lot of fear there in letting something like that go, People are just like, well, why wouldn't you finish it? It's like you're not going to be able to succeed now. I'm not going to be able to succeed. What do you mean? What is success to you? To me, success is expressing the uniqueness that's inside of me, and contrary to popular belief, this uniqueness is actually success within itself. And when I just completely let go, untie from those branches and rocks, It's as though I've just opened up a whole new world, a whole new dimension where the rules that I applied to before no longer apply. So it doesn't matter right now if I'm a doctor or if I have this high credential standing. I know I just am. And what I am is a powerful force that's flowing with the most powerful thing there is in this universe. It's God. It is the source of all that is. I'm choosing to flow with that. I'm choosing for that to be my essence rather than some degree or some, not saying that a degree is bad. That's totally fine. But it's like we live in a society where it's like that becomes who you are. Your degree is who you are. That's not ever the case. You are who you are. Your essence, your unique, authentic self is that. And when you just completely commit to this right here, this heart thing, when you commit to that, and this isn't bullshit talk, this is the real deal. If you commit to your heart, what you truly love and desire, what you want in your life, when you commit to that, this is what you become. You know what that is? You know what that is? That's power. That's pure power. There isn't anything stopping that. That's power. Look at that. The waterfall represents letting go and just going with the flow and not caring about the details and just accepting your fate, accepting your destiny. This is me. This is who I am, and I do not give a fuck. I said fuck. Yes, I said fuck. I don't give a fuck what anyone else thinks about that, because I am me, and being me is what sustains me. It is what brings me to life. It is what propels me. It is what allows me to be human, this is about being human, not about being anything else. It's like there's a lot of people in our lives. We have mentors, we have teachers, we have parents, we have coaches, we have all these different people that are giving us guidance and direction. They all have very good intentions for us, but you know what? They don't know who you are. Only you can define that for yourself. No one else can define that for you. You are that person. You are that individual that is going to define it and say, hey world, hey, what's up? My name's Peter William, or whatever it is. This is who I am. This is who I am. And like I'm not even anything. I'm just source consciousness. I'm just particles of energy floating around. That's all I really am. I can label myself as Peter William, but I'm not really Peter William. That's just what I go by in this moment, in this present moment. But you know what? In the end, what is it really? I'm just this powerful source. Look at that. I'm this powerful source. I'm blinding. I'm so powerful. I'm blinding. I'm so powerful. I'm just like this free-flowing spirit of life. No one can stop that. No government, no authority figure, no this, no that can stop that, because it just is who I am. And the illusion is to accept that that's not you. You know what? That is the absolute illusion, is that you aren't powerful, you need this degree, you gotta do this and that, and, go flip around 3 times and then, get this loan and get that loan. No, just be you, That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. It's scary as hell, I'll tell you that. It is scary at times, I will admit that. But you know what? When you let go and just go with it, when you just go with the flow and just say no, you know what? Fuck it, I'm letting go. When you do that, I promise you, you're gonna find God. Because that's where God is. God is the waterfall. God is the letting go moment. Let go. Be you. That's what you're here to be. You're here to be you and no one else. Be you. I love you. Peace and love, my friends.